Aloha, beautiful beings. Today I'm going to talk about the concept of narcissism. And in our society right now, narcissism is viewed as something negative, something that can lead to abuse, whether it's mental, emotional, trauma, and overall like a negative way of being. But I want to shift that perspective because that's what this Quantumplate channel is about. I've been around a lot of narcissistic people, and I even had to do a lot of internal work around where my narcissism sat and lied in my conscious and subconscious. And I believe that there's degrees of narcissistic behavior and narcissistic tendencies. And I also feel that the majority of the people on this planet suffer from narcissistic tendencies. And let me, before you get all like, that's not me, hear me out. So first of all, a true narcissist will never admit to their narcissistic tendencies. Those of us who are looking to explore our consciousness, evolve, see where our shadows are at, and become better people, are going to look at where our narcissistic tendencies are. But I want to talk about what the root of narcissistic tendencies can be. And it has been my experience and my belief that it is rooted in the full belief that we are separated from source, from any divinity, from any mystical experience, that we are here on our own and we're in full-on survival mode. Narcissism is rooted, in my opinion, in self-preservation to the highest degree. And over time, as the people who do not find healing or connection to their highest self or connection to their heart and source, they have built layers and layers and layers and layers of psychological blockages that have created a persona that is rooted in complete self-preservation no matter what. So what is the purpose of understanding this? Do we just all of a sudden let narcissistic people into our lives? No. But what is important is for us to really go within and see where we have our narcissistic tendencies, where we do things for the sake of self-preservation because we're afraid we're going to be abandoned, we're going to be left behind, we're going to be canceled, discarded, whatever that fear is that's creating that self-preservation reaction in the body that causes us to do things from that perspective, from that lens, and from that emotional response. So here we have an opportunity to, one, empathize with people who are so far down that rabbit hole of disconnection that all they can do is live out of that self-preservation, that any iota of them admitting to the fact that they are narcissistic or they have narcissistic tendencies would destroy their world. They wouldn't know how to handle it. That's the furthest away from source connection that somebody could be. And we all have the capacity to go down that rabbit hole, to be in that darkness and to fuel that part of us if we don't bring awareness to the parts of us that we judge in other people. So if we find ourselves around narcissists and we have this trauma of being with narcissistic people, the opportunity here is to look within and see, well, where's my own narcissistic tendencies so that I can clear the pathway to attract people who are in a higher frequency, who are matching my true intentions and understanding that I'm not separate from source. I am a creation of love, and I can find that within me. And I can let go of this constant fight or flight and need to survive because I know now my truth and I know where it shows up, and I can bring compassion to those places instead of shame and judgment. Contemplate that.